Good morning and welcome to Morning Movement and Mobility. Got to say, I got a little delayed this morning because we got like 6 inches of snow overnight. I mean, there was a little bit on the ground from the last couple of days. It's just been like this crazy weather pattern here where it's just been gray and snowy. And then it hadn't snowed that much. And then it snowed like 6 inches overnight. And I have to tell you, I'm really not that psyched about it. All right. I think that's a little better. Okay. So, I don't know. I guess winter didn't want to quit on us. Anyhow. Let's just dive into it today. We got, I don't know, 25 minutes or so. So we're going to skip the standing meditation, go right into arm swings today. Again, we are pumping our arms just back and forth here. We go 5 times, and then we do a double knee bend like that. And then we continue on for another 5, 3, 4, 5, double knee bend. 1, 2, 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 3, 4, 5, double knee bend. Awesome. Take a slightly wider stance and wet noodle arm swings. Moving from the hips. The movement is originated in your hips here. And by looking straight ahead, you're getting the twisting action in your spine. Just nice and easy. If you feel like it, you're feeling up for it, you can speed it up if you would like, but not too much. Today, slow pace here. I'm doing about 25 of these. I don't know. I just do them until I feel like I've done enough of them. Some days that's more, some days it's less. Okay, that feels pretty good. Now, we're going to do our second arm swing drill, which is arms back, and then they come up to about this 90-degree angle, and hands are about level with your eyes. And then you come up on your toes, extend through your ankles, knees, and hips, shoulders, elbows, and wrist. And it's almost like a basketball shot, like that. But your hands stay level with your eyeballs. So 25. 1. And when you drop down, I forgot this part. When you drop down, you just drop down into a slight knee bend stance. So instead of standing straight, you're dropping down in this slight knee bend. Boom, like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Awesome. So shake that out. Do a couple arm swings across the chest like so. Yeah, good. Always alternating which arm is on top when you do these types of arm swings. Awesome. Now, shoulder rolls, rolling shoulders backwards. Those shoulders together, and then rolling them to the front. Yeah. Nice. Feeling it. Warming it up. Good. Now, alternating shoulders going backwards. You know, I just dove right into this. I didn't even introduce myself, but Henry Beyer was Strong for Life. And I didn't, the more important thing, that's not really the important thing. The more important thing is that I didn't really welcome you viewers, Instagram viewers and YouTube and Facebook Live viewers, and you replay viewers. I totally dropped the ball on that 6 minutes into this, and good Lord. So, going. All right, that's good. Shake that out. And now we're going to go do some cat and cow here. Cat and cow is for thoracic flexion or like spine extension. This is spine flexion. This is the cat, the Halloween cat. I cannot mimic the high arched back of the Halloween cat, but that's what you're going for. And then the cow is extension, like so. Flexion, extension, flexion, extension. And just moving the spine through them is what we're doing. Excuse me. Very good. All right. Now, next one. Here, I'll angle myself a little bit more like this. Next one is it's shoulder push-ups. So you're keeping your elbow straight and you're pushing just from the shoulders. Really push it out and then let it drop down. Yeah, good. Now, after that, we're going to do, I got a hair right there. Going to do some rocking. So we're going to spread our knees a little bit wider than usual than what you had them. You can point your toes or keep your toes curled here. And then we're going to rock back and forth like so. You want to have your head up, looking straight ahead. You're going to rock back and forth. And what you're going to do is you're going to rock back as far as you can before this lower part of your back, your lumbar part of your back starts to round. So you want to hold this position. And as soon as and just push it back and push it back. And then as soon as you feel it rounding, stop right before that and go back and forth. Just really working on this motion in your hip of your hip joint. This will help your squat and keeping that back flexed in this extension position. Okay, so now stop in this bottom position and just nod your head up and down. Awesome. Now, come and try and sit on your knees like this. This might be uncomfortable. We're going to try it. Then we're going to go to the side like this, and then to the side like that. You're getting kind of a double whammy on this one because you're getting a nice stretch in your front of your shins. And then you're getting this side stretch. We're not so much trying to do this for the stretch as we are, this one side, like this left shoulder, the right shoulder is definitely can't get it quite in the position that I can get the right shoulder in. Okay, good. Now, stand up, and we're going to do leg swings. So for leg swings, if you have something like a chair, a bookshelf, anything that you can hold your balance with, doesn't matter. It's a table. You can even use a wall. You can use a broom handle. I'm just going to do a couple of leg swings, just kind of throwing these in earlier today than usual. So here we just swing our legs back and forth like so. Start with a small swing and just let the swing build as you go. And do about 10 of these on each leg. Now, I'm going to tell you something. So this happens every once in a while. I'm not exactly sure why it happens, but I have just like this little bit of pain going across the front of the knee like that. I was doing some Turkish get-ups yesterday. I was actually filming some Turkish get-ups moving yesterday. I have a couple of clients who have been doing half get-ups, and we're going into full get-ups, and maybe just that sort of movement yesterday just put a little bit of extra strain on that knee for some reason. So I don't know. So that was about 10. Okay. So now the next one we do on the leg swings, again, you can use a wall for this. Put your hands against the wall. We just swing our legs side to side like this. When you do this, you want to make sure, like I'm using the chair, I want to make sure my foot is pointing straight ahead. So there's so many of these exercises when the standing leg, you want to have your toes pointing straight ahead. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. We're going to do another round of both of those. So here. So again, I'm standing on this left leg. I want my toes to be pointing straight ahead. I also, when my foot comes up, I don't want my heel out like that. I want my toe pointing straight to the ceiling. This is getting your working on biomechanics as well as flexibility and just motion of the leg inside the hip. And another thing to notice here is my leg is coming through straight. It's coming through straight. And basically what's happening here is this muscles on the left side of my left leg here are tilting. So here my pelvis is flat. And when we walk, and our pelvis tilts back and forth like this. So boom, like that. So this leg can swing through straight. This is important for proper biomechanics with walking is this. So when you're standing on this leg, you want to be sure that you are swinging the other leg straight, and it will force you to lift this right hip up in the air. So let's switch sides. These are like the finer details that like by keeping my leg straight, and my right toe, I'm standing on my right leg, my right toes are pointing straight ahead, and the toes of my left leg, left foot, are pointing straight up as they come through, and my knee is straight as I do this. My leg is straight as I do this, and that's strengthening the muscles on the outside of the right hip, as well as the LQ muscle that is attaches from your spine to your pelvis, and it pulls. It's actually on this side. It's tightening on this side, pulling that hip up. Anyhow, so now back to side leg swings. That was a little detour. Sometimes I go there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Then left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, good. We're going to move on to sun salutation. This is just going to wrap up this morning's morning movement and mobility with our sun salutation series, followed by Hindu squats, Hindu push-ups, Hindu squats, and thoracic bridge. So we're going to do 6 of these, 3 left, 3 right. We alternate left, right, left, right, left, right. And I will describe them as I'm doing them. You can follow along. So stand with your feet together, hands in prayer pose. Then you drop your hands behind you. Then reach up overhead. Breathe through your nose. Really squeeze your glutes here. Protect your lower back. And then fold over. Bend your knees if you need to. Step back with your right foot. Lift your chest. Breathe in here. Push back into downward dog. Exhale. Come forward onto your stomach. Point your toes. Lift your chest. And you're inhaling here. Then push back into downward dog. Exhale. Step forward with your left foot. Raise your chest. Inhale. Step forward with your right foot. Exhale. And stand up. So that's 1 rep on your left side. Now we do the same thing on the right side. Breathe in. Breathe out as you fold over. Step back with your left foot into this lunge. Lift your chest. Breathe in. Step back into downward dog. Breathe out. Come forward onto your stomach. Point your toes. Lift your chest. Breathe in. Push back to the downward dog. Step forward with your right foot into the lunge again. Lift your chest. Breathe in. Step forward with your left foot. Breathe out. So there's 2. 4 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step back with the right foot. Chest up. Breathe in. Step back with the left foot into downward dog. Breathe out. Come forward onto your stomach. Point your toes. Lift your chest. Breathe in. Push back into downward dog. Left foot forward. Chest up. Breathe in. Right foot forward. Breathe out. Stand up. Right leg side. Right side now. Arms back. Lean back. Squeeze those glutes. Bend over. Reach your toes. Step back with your left foot. Chest up. Breathe in. Step back with your right foot. Downward dog. Breathe out. Come onto your stomach. Point your toes. Lift your chest. Breathe in. Push back into the downward dog. Step forward with your right foot. Chest up in the lunge position. Breathe in. Step forward with your left foot, that is. And stand up. You'll notice that I have to adjust so your feet don't have to remain firmly planted where they're at. You can adjust them so that the movement is fluid and you feel in a nice position. Okay, last 2. Arms behind you. Fold over. Breathe out. Step back with your right foot. Chest up. Breathe in. Step back with your left foot into downward dog. Breathe out. Come forward onto your stomach. Point your toes. Lift your chest. Breathe in. Push back into downward dog. Step forward with your left foot into the lunge position. Chest up. Breathe in. Step forward, right foot. Breathe out. Stand up. And last one, right side. Breathe in. Fold over. Breathe out. Step back with your left foot. Lunge position. Chest up. Breathe in. Step back. Downward dog. Breathe out. Come onto your stomach. Point your toes. Lift your chest. Breathe in. Push back to the downward dog. Breathe out. Step forward. Right foot. Chest up. Step forward. Left foot. Breathe out. And there you have sun salutation. It's really warm in here right now. I have to take off my sweatshirt. Okay, we're now going to do Hindu push-ups, Hindu squats, and thoracic bridge, and call it a day. You can see my crazy hair. Sweep it back. I really need to do this. Well, I had the hat on for these exercises because the hair gets in my face, and it's just one of those things that I'm not a big fan of. Okay, Hindu push-ups. So you're going to start in, there are 3 variations here. So watch first, I'll show you the variations, and then you can choose which one to do. So you always start in downward dog, looking between your feet. The first one is you're swooping in and then up into upward dog here, where your weight is supported on your toes and your hands. So again, swooping in and up like that. So that's the most difficult version. Now, the one easier version is to come into a push-up, then down, and then up into upward dog, like so. So again, push-up, down, into upward dog, like that. The next the easiest version is to drop to your knees, then down to your chest, then up into upward dog. So again, knees, chest down into upward dog like that. So pick which one will work best for you. And we're doing 6. So let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. Push back into downward dog. And then with straight knees, walk your feet towards hands as close as you can get them. And then bend your knees and stand up. Today, I did not get very close. In the morning, if I do these later in the afternoon, I can usually walk my feet right up in between my hands. In the morning, not so much. Okay. So our next exercise is Hindu squats. We do 12 of these. I'll demonstrate again the unassisted version, and then I'll show you the assisted version. So feet hip widths apart, toes pointed out. You can't do these with toes pointed forward. I like them toes pointed out just a little bit. So your arms swing back as you drop down onto your toes like this. So you're up on your toes. Your thighs are parallel to the ground. Your upper and lower legs are smashed together. And your torso, your upper body is upright. We don't want to be leaning forward. We want an upright torso like this. Arms are will be behind you like so. And you stand up like this. Arms come up and then you just drop down. It's just this nice rhythmic piston action. Chest up. So if you need assistance with that for balance or for strength, for getting up out of the bottom of the squat, you can use a chair, a wall, a table, bookcase, whatever you have, a broom handle. And I'll do the assisted version today so you can see that. And so you stand about, a good arm's distance away from your assistant, my assistant chair here. Feet again, hips widths apart, you drop down. Remember, you still want to have upright torso for this. So we'll do 12. 1, 2, 3. You use the chair for as much as you need to. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. As you get stronger, then you can move from the assisted version to the regular version. Our last exercise is going to be our thoracic bridge. So again, I will demonstrate. You will be in a sitting position with your knees bent, feet flat on the ground. Your arms are extended behind you with your weight on your palms, and your fingers are pointing away from you. They're pointing, in my case, they're pointing towards the wall behind me. And then we lift our hips, squeezing our glutes until we basically make like a tabletop, like this. And then down. Now, that position, if you've not done it before or have not done it recently, I can put a lot of strain on your shoulders and your arms. So if that's the case for you, then all you need to do is straighten your legs and just scooch out until you feel a nice stretch there in your shoulders by pushing away into the ground, into your palms and in your arms, and just hold that. And you can practice this anytime. Like if you're watching a movie or something like that, just sit on the ground for a little while like this. And eventually you'll get used to that stretch. And then you can move into doing the bridges the way I showed them. So we're going to do 6, okay? 1, and just let your head drop back. 2, 3, really concentrate on squeezing your glutes. 4, 5, 6. All right, awesome. So we're going to call it good there today. We're at 30 minutes, a little longer than I was thinking, but it's all good. So again, thanks for being here for morning movement and mobility. That's going to do it for this week because we are headed out for the weekend and won't be doing it tomorrow. We're going to go camping and do some mountain bike riding where it's sunny. At least that's the plan, unless my wife is going to totally do a 180 on me and say we're going skiing. We'll see what happens. But so we'll see you next week, probably on Tuesday, because this is a long weekend and I don't think I'll be back by Monday, but we'll see. So I hope you all have a great weekend and we will see you next week sometime, most likely Tuesday, for our next session of morning movement and mobility. Until then, enjoy your day, have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon. Cheers, Instagrammers, and adios, my friends on Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you next week. Cheers.